Good morning, beautiful people. Good morning, y'all. Okay, so I just got a word, and I'm just like, I gotta share it. I gotta share with the people because it blessed me to the point where I'm like, no, I can't hold this in. I gotta share. So, last week I had an interview within my company, and I was trying to prepare for this interview, and I could not think of anything to say. The prep was, I don't know, like my mind was so blank, and I'm just like, what is going on? I literally am telling myself, like, you've been preparing for this very moment. Like, you have, like, literally, I'm like, God, you have prepared me for this very moment. I'm like, he's telling me, like, this is your breakthrough. Like, this is how I'm feeling. Like, this is the moment. Like, this is it, like, everything you've been doing, everything you've been learning, like, so I'm sitting here like, okay, you got this. You literally just have to show up and tell them about everything that you've been doing. Like, literally are just talking about yourself and like what you've been doing. And I'm like, that's easy. So like, why you not, like, what's going on? And so like, just find the words to say that. And so I'm praying. I'm like, okay, God, like, let things come to my remembrance. Like, just help me find the words, like, give me wisdom. I'm just like praying hard, like, and I feel like at that time I'm praying to him and I'm just not hearing anything back. Like, I'm like, God, where you at? Like, what's going on? I don't hear you. And I know, like, you guys can relate. Like, you can relate to a point where you pray and you feel like God's not hearing you. I know because I've been there. And so I'm just doing some things, things start flowing. So then the next day, I have my interview. When I tell y'all, I didn't want to say cocky or nothing like that, but I was very confident in how my interview went. Like, they loved me. Okay, they loved me. Honestly, they loved me. Because they were just like really wow. Like, they was like, you were what we looking for, like, basically. And I just felt really good about myself because, like, and then let me tell y'all something. The only reason I can sit here and, like, when I talk about my job and be confident and be secure in what I do is because I did not want to go to this job. Okay, like, I wanted to leave my job so many times. And let me tell y'all something. I got promoted every year I've been at my job. And this year I got promoted twice. Okay, and I've only been at this store for 1 year. So what I'm saying is, another thing that's coming out of this testimony of a testimony is that do what God wants you to do. Do not do what you want to do, because the thing about it is, when you're in God's will, it's overflow. It's overflow in God's will, because God is going to give you more than enough. God is going to give you what you need and what you want, like your heart desires. Like, out of this job, out of this position, I've gained. You have to read the book for that. Okay. So yeah, going to the interview, everything goes well. And so then, like, the next day, I'm just talking to God. I'm just like, okay, God, like, the interview went well, but, like, what was up? Like, what happened? And he was just like, I prepared you for this. There was nothing for you to prepare for because I already prepared you for it. Like, you were in the position already to prepare. Like, you going there. Everything that you went through, that whole pathway of going to that job, everything that you experienced, all the development that I put you through, the characteristics that you grew, the situations, everything that you experienced was me preparing you for this very moment. That's the word in itself. You are prepared for the place. Like, I feel that so deep in my spirit. You are prepared for the place. It does not matter what no one says about you, where you're going and what you're doing. If you are in the will of God, you are prepared for the place. It doesn't matter what it looks like. It doesn't matter what you think you may know. Where you are you prepared for the place? God is going to equip you. God is going to give you the wisdom. God has already gave you everything that you need. So there is no degree that you have to go get to be equipped for your purpose. There is nobody that you have to have for your purpose, because God is a provider. God, everything is already there for you. So you have to trust God. When God places you, that's the word. You may be in rooms that may not look like you belong there, but you belong there. You may be in higher positions, And you may not feel qualified, but that's where you're supposed to be. You're there. Let me say, oh, that's a word right there. I'm sitting in an Audi. Okay, let me tell y'all something. I'm sitting in this Audi. But if you look at my paperwork, if you look at my credit score, if you look at how much I make, I'm not qualified. I'm not qualified, but God qualified me. God qualified me for this, okay? I'm telling you, it's not about what man says. It's not about what naysayers say. It's about what God has said, and it's about what you say, what you said about yourself, what you believe, so trust what he said. Hold on to that promise, okay? Because what God is saying is for you, okay? Like, oh, that is such, that is like that's so good. That's speaking to my spirit. Because people go into rooms and they feel like, oh, like, I don't feel like I don't belong here. But baby, you belong. You belong in that room. You are just as qualified. You belong there. And you deserve everything that is coming for you, boo. You deserve it. Everything. Everything that is coming your way, you deserve it. So hold on to it. Walk with honor. Okay? Walk with your head up high. Because you deserve everything. Okay? You deserve everything that's coming your way. So receive it and believe it. Okay? Receive it and believe it. Your name is being